When art is made accessible to the public, it has the unique ability to inform and inspire us, to see ourselves reflected in the beauty of a poetic lyric, to let our hearts beat to the pulsating rhythms of a dancer's step, to allow our spirits to be lifted, connecting our highest hopes and ideals to movement and melody, envisioning a wellspring of limitless possibilities in our collective future. For song and dance are both borderless and boundless. And when genius speaks in any tongue, the entire world will hear it and listen.
Good evening. Good evening, and welcome to the Kennedy Center's Millennium Stage. Please welcome tonight's performance, Christylez Bacon and Friends.
Good evening, good evening. Party people and chill people alike. Oh, should have talk about that one. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time this evening. This is gonna be a good starter for the weekend, y'all. What you're about to experience is a mixture of a lot of different sounds, but at the root of it is a lot of communication and working together and some DC-centric vibes. So I'm Christylez Bacon. I'm from Washington, D.C., Southeast Washington, D.C., in a neighborhood called Condon Terrace, but for those who are tethered to the map, it's called the Washington Highlands region. So I like to write a lot of songs about Washington, D.C., because Washington, D.C. is such a unique and different place. As you walk the blocks, you see people from all walks of life, all around the world, because of the presence of the embassies and other things. And so all of that gets mixed up in there. So if you're familiar with Washington, D.C., hold on. How many of y'all have ever ridden public transportation here in D.C.? All right, let me take this echo off. All right, how many of y'all are familiar with the X2 bus? All right, so all the bus routes have recently changed names, so I don't even know what's the new name for the X2 bus. But if it's anything like DC people, we're gonna still call it the X2, all right? So we have a style of music called go-go music, created by Chuck Brown, and it's a lot of call and response, so much so that if you don't do the response parts, there are blank parts in the music. So you have a part. I'm gonna say, what we riding on? There's gonna be a pause, and that I need y'all to say X2. Let's practice. What we riding on? X2, what we riding on? X2. I think we're ready. This is such a crazy bus route, and the reason why I decided to write a song about it is because it's so interesting. The first stop, the only bus that goes from outside the White House all the way into the hood. So if you get on this bus at the beginning to the end, you see the demographics change so much. Everything happens on this bus. Crazy things happen on this bus. My mom's not here yet because she on CP time, but when my mom gets here, she could tell you the story when you see her. So the story goes that my mom's water broke with me on the X2 bus. And I found that out after I wrote this song, and she came here to see it on this stage, okay? So here we go. Without further ado, I present to you X2. Are you ready, my friends? We have sound. Here we go. Now, up here, you don't see a drummer because the drummer is me with the beatbox. And when I'm not beatboxing, I'm using a digital version of myself. So I clone myself in the form of an app, all my sounds and everything. And I'm going to be using that as the drummer for this evening, okay? My friends, are you ready? All right. It's going to be like double dutch when you say X2. You got to be ready to jump in, okay? All right, my friend is ready. First stop is in front of the White House, then across the bridge over to my house. Southside in the northeast borderline, Minnesota Avenue by the Orange Line. So you know we need a double bus, so we gon' double up 5408. Articulate a bus and the summer gets crazy. Yo, close the window if you can't feel the AC. Yo, it's a WMATA on 7th Street in Gallery Place. On the back of the bus, you see Shorty spitting sunflower seeds on the floor while you're hearing no eating on the PA. See the bus is packed, but we in here. Now we gotta make space for the wheelchair. On the pack bus heading eastbound, and we praying to God that the joint to break down. We'll be riding up. Come on. 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 We'll be riding on the northwest. We'll be riding on the northwest. X2, hey. Ride on the X2 bus, sitting in the middle on a weekend in the evening cause the Bible keep it crunk. Out of time to say I don't do that stuff on the X2 bus, I didn't do too much. I can't say I ain't seen fisticuffs, all caps and handcuffs kicked out. But going nuts with a public bus, you get the tough and the pretty. All that other stuff that comes up in the city. 86 native, been riding buses before I could say them. Never had licenses on demonstrative lessons. When cash is low, you gotta roll so the bus is the blessing. Plus when you take your time, you get exercise up in the morning when you run for it. This the X2, not the L2. You want another rule, we'll try and tell you what we riding on. Come on. We riding up, come on. We riding up, come on. We riding up, come on. We riding on the northwest. We riding on the northwest. Hey, here we go. Here we go. What we riding on? Come on. And notes, that's half price the metro train. On those days you can't afford the subway. From the hood to the head of state, and the kids with the cell phone serenade. It goes White House, Gallery Place, roll with me. New York Avenue, A Street, Horse and Dickies, Hackensack Mall, Bennett Road, by the golf course, RFK, cross the bridge. Now we back home, we riding on. Come on, come on, we riding on. Come on, we riding on. Come on, we riding on in the southeast. We riding on in the northeast. Hey, we riding on. We'll be riding on, come on. We'll be riding on, come on. We'll be riding on, come on. We'll be riding on in the northwest. We'll be riding on in the northeast. Hey! Here we go. We'll be riding on, come on. Thank you so much, my friends. Brian Falkowski with the solo, ladies and gents. Now, for the next piece, for the next magic trick, I'm gonna give y'all some information about my first instrument ever in life, the human beatbox. This instrument right here started in the 80s. We credit Dougie Fresh as being the first human beatboxer. Now, he's from Harlem, New York, and how did I learn about beatbox? As a kid born and raised in Washington, D.C. My mom was a DJ back in those days, and we couldn't afford a drum set. I always walk around the house doing these random sounds, because I couldn't snap my fingers or whistle, but then I could do this. My mom pulled me by the afro to the side, and wanted to play a record for me, so she pulled out this record, blew the dust off, and when she played this record, I heard these sounds. I said, Mom, that sounds amazing. What is that? She said, that's Dougie Fresh. I didn't know anything about Dougie Fresh. I thought that Dougie Fresh was an orange juice dispenser. My mom said, nah, he's a guy from New York City. All these sounds you're hearing, he's done by himself. I said, okay, I want to play the drums like Dougie Fresh. She said, no, this guy isn't using the drum set. He's doing all the drum sounds with his mouth. This is called the human beatbox. That's what you're doing. So then these random sounds then became and then it later became this big instrument right here that I'm gonna use to do this next piece, okay? Your job, I need y'all to say it's the beatbox, all right? I'm gonna say it, I need y'all to say it. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Are y'all ready? Well, it at the shows and they say it sounds pretty. But some strange reason not everybody can see it. I play it what I'm singing and I clean it what I'm breathing. Got a sound like, and a sound like. If you put them both together, then this. It took a lot of practice and it started as a hobby. And now I got 20 different drums in my body. It's the beatbox. It's the beatbox. It's the beatbox. The human beatbox. Now I can make people groove cause it sounds so smooth. What the and then bring it back as I bust a rap. And I can keep it going cause it's smooth like that. The beatbox started, let's say, in the 80s. People heard the sounds with the mouth and said it's crazy. Cause you can make the sounds with the letters in the alphabet like B's and P's and T's and other things from pop sounds and doorbell rings. You see the beatbox, it uses all types of things. Now we can make it go fast or make it go slow. It's so versatile that we can make it go. It's the beatbox. It's the beatbox. The human beatbox. It's the beatbox. It's the beatbox. The human beatbox. Now we all have a million drums that's inside our chest, but be careful when you use them, you could run out of breath. Now I can easily cough and throw the beatbox off and mix the beat with the cough, and the problem is solved. I'm getting down on the guitar. One more time. Brian Falkowski getting down right there. On the sax, on the tenor sax. Now, I decided to call this show Christylez Bacon and Friends. I get the opportunity, instead of just doing my tunes all night, I get the opportunity to invite my cool friends out here to introduce to y'all and to create music, okay? So, now, my friends, I would like you to examine your left hand, examine your right hand, put them together, warm them up, separate them, and bang them together really loud and really fast for my friend, Chi Yu. This mic is a little high for you. Hold on. Oh, you can just take it off the stand.
I can be on my team. Never mind. Let's do this.
Let's do it like that. All right, so my friend's going to introduce y'all to this next song and her amazing instrument.
So everyone, this instrument in front of me, it's called the Chinese zither, and then the Chinese name is called guzheng. It has 21 strings, and it's originated from China, and it's a very old and ancient Chinese instrument. The piece we're gonna play tonight is called Towards the Cloud. And the meaning of this piece is that we know life is hard sometimes, and we know we are facing different kind of difficulties and challenges. But the music is want you to know there's always hope for everything. Just don't give up.
Thank you, Chief. Chi-Yu, ladies and gents. Ah. Music is too good. This is like, such a good time. Yeah, I'd like you to bang your palms together for my next guest who's already, y'all have already heard, my man Avi Shaw over here on the tabla, right here. Man, I love it. This is so cool. I love finding the connections between us and our cultures, right? And it so turns out that in Indian classical music, they have a rhythm that goes all the way back to the 12th century, maybe even before, that sounds just like what a conga player would do in go-go music. It's insane. So before we do that, we're gonna set up this piece. It's called bow cut. Have anybody ever had a bow cut before? So a bow cut is when you take a bow, you put it in your head, you cut everything on the sides, and then what you're left with is that haircut. And so the reason why I wrote a song about it is because I was a constant bow cut recipient, you know? It costs like $20 per head to get your hair cut. You know what I'm saying? My mom was raising me, my older brother, and my little sister by herself. My mom could hook up some hair, you know what I'm saying? But when it came time to doing the haircut, she was like, okay, I'm gonna take it into my own hands real quick. She went down to the dollar store, got some clippers, and then was gonna go to work. We knew when it was time for us to get our hair cut when we was in elementary school because we lived across the street from the elementary school. So when you leave the school, you see a chair sitting in the front yard. All right? And so you'll sit there like a public beheading on a guillotine, right? And in front of the entire student body leaving the school. And then you're just looking all crazy. You have an afro on this side, a crew cut on this side, looking mad wild, okay? So this one time, we're sitting idle in these chairs waiting to get our hair cut. And mom disappears into the kitchen. And I'm like, where's she going? She came back with a recycled Cool Whip bowl. I'm like, what is this Cool Whip bowl? What's she doing with this bowl? So we recycle these bowls and use them from countless bowls of cereal and sometimes like makeshift Tupperware. So this had nothing in it. She turned it upside down. And at that moment, this became a hair cutting apparatus. She placed it on your head like this. All the afro comes out on the sides. Then you take those clippers and just go around the world with it. Now, if you take this bowl off your head and you have like hair that falls down straight, like, you know, like super straight, you could tilt that bowl to the side, cut it, take that bowl off your head, you get like a Justin Bieber asymmetrical bang when he was a kid. But if you have hair that sits together like this, you take that bowl off your head, it looks like a bomb just went. And that big old mushroom cloud from an atomic blast, that's how your hair looks for the rest of the month. Until the sides grow back, but then you like a giant exclamation mark, so you can't win. All right? So we went to school the next day, tried to stuff the bowl cut underneath the baseball cap, and when we arrived there, they're like, boy, you know you can't wear hats in the school, take that hat off your head. And then the bowl cut went out. And then it was like, you got the bowl cut. And this is how you heal from a traumatic experience. You write a song about it, and then you could stream it on all streaming platforms, and then every 3 months, I get a check for residual income in the form of royalties. So then I could take care of all subsequent haircuts for me and mine. For generations to come, bowl cuts for everyone. Bowl cuts on the house. Look under your seats. It's like Oprah. Look under your seats. Hey, you have free haircuts, okay? So, yeah. So, we're going to have Chi. You want to ask Chi to sit in on this one so we can add some go-go flavor in there. We'll add some guzheng flavor in there. And then we're going to have Avi on here. But first, we're going to warm them up right here, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, please bring your palms together. Woo! That boy too good. And now, your job, like those awful kids in school, I need y'all to say, he got the bowl cut. I'm gonna say something different. You say, he got the bowl cut. All right? Let's do it. Oh, shit, yeah. I mean, anybody can get the smoke, you know? Unisex smoke for all. Here we go. Let's go a little faster. Here we go, here we go. I got the bowl cut. He got the bowl cut. Oh, when the cash is low, he got the bowl cut. Moms ain't feeling the road. I got the bowl cut. Now back in 1995, her brother was never fly. When I came home from school and saw that chair outside, boom box in the window, flippers on the side. That's when mom decides that it's haircut time. That's how it is. You broke and your pops ain't there, so your mom volunteers to save money and cut your hair. You wish you could hit up the barber shop with your friends instead of mom sleeping these patches behind my ears. The middle of the month we be scraping for paper, dreaming we had to fade all the temple tapers. The fresh haircuts, feeling fine to school, cause the shape was precise like they did it with a ruler. But back on the south side, chair sitting outside, mom got the clippers high, and I'm like, why? She cut my hair low, said she good to go. The shape of the size with a cool wear bow. I got the bow cut. When the cash is low, and your pops ain't home, I got the bow cut. I got the bow cut. When the cash is low, moms ain't feeling the fro, I got the bow cut. I went to school the next day and people thought I went bald. Then they took my cap off, then they was like, yo, looking like Toad from Mario Kart, my neck cold. I laced it with some Miracle Grow. Now everybody got jokes and my school baby hope. Fellas do the most, slap your head, then they ghost. Girls see your head, then they laugh or they bolt. Teachers put you on the spot, then you get roast. Now I don't even say nothing, I just stay to the back, rocking all black like they the techies in between the acts. But when I got home, it's like a whole nother world. My mom said, betcha you was getting them girls. Yeah, getting them girls to laugh when I step in their path. I wish I could put my entire head in the cast. My mom said, Chris, you shouldn't worry about that. Man, I'm eating vegetables until my hair grow back. I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low, and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low, moms ain't feeling the fro. Hey, I got the bowl cut. Let's break it down, come on. Hey, hey, let's get a solo win. Come on now. Let me get my man real quick. Cut, hold up, fade on the side, the top looks like a donut. Now you know what it is after school when you roll up. Mom had them clippers, next day he didn't show up. Try to style it up, ask mom to put a part on the lower left side. Now it looked like Noah's Ark. No cats slapping at your boys, reaching for their Kodaks. But the next day I came to school with the Kojak. That's a lean on it, you can see a sheen on it. Kids say it looked like Mr. Clean, don't it? The next month came, I tried to hide my mom's clippers. She came out in the crib with some kindergarten scissors and cut off the sides. Your boy's outside with a Lando legs bowl on my head and I can't hide. My mom said, I'ma hook you up this time. Then on the back of my neck, she drew the 90 side. I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low and your pops ain't home, I got the bowl cut. Yo, I got the bowl cut. When the cash is low, moms ain't feeling the fro, I got the bowl cut. Mom, come on, get on down, come on. Thank y'all so much. Also, my mom is here, y'all. Give it up for my mom right here, Miss Bacon. Responsible for my music education. I went to Duke Ellington School of Arts here in Washington, D.C., but as a visual arts major. So all the things I learned musically, I learned from mom and my mom's record collection, all right? And reading a lot of music theory books. So once again, thank you, Mom. And thank you, my sister over here, who didn't have to suffer the atrocities of the bowl cut. So the next artist, I had the pleasure of meeting in Boston, Massachusetts at the Global Musician Workshop that is put on by the Silk Road Ensemble, which was started by Yo-Yo Ma, and puts together musicians from all around the world. And so we connected, and we decided to put together some cool music for you all that comes from Scotland. And me, I really love Celtic music. It's a lot of stuff that it has in common with contemporary rap music rhythmically, and hopefully you get to hear that. But for right now, examine your left hand, your right hand, separate them, and bang them together really loud and really fast for Sky Darling. So, let's see. I have a little request. Can I get a little bit more beatbox in the monitor, por favor, and some more sub bass in the place, if you can? Yay. Hello, Sky. Thank you so much for being here. She just had an album release recently in both Boston and in New Hampshire. And so I'm glad that she was able to catch a flight down here and be with me on this day. And so can you tell me about the song?
Yeah, so I'm playing a song called Caledonia, which is by Dougie MacLean. And it's a song about missing your homeland. And it's really a love song to your homeland, which I think is so beautiful. And it's pretty famous, but not as famous here, but it will be after today. And then I'm going to play a little Irish jig called the swallowtail jig.
If you can see these changes that have come over me in these last few days, I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling old stories and singing songs that make me think about where I came from, and that's the reason why I feel so far away today. So let me tell you that I love you, and I think about you all. You're the best thing I've ever had. Now I have moved and kept on moving, prove the points that I needed proving, and lost the friends I needed losing, found others on the way. I have kissed the boys and left them crying, stolen dreams, yeah, there's no denying it. Traveled far with conscience flying somewhere in the wind. choir and flames that couldn't get much higher. They've withered now, they've gone. I am steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When hands have shaken and kisses flown, I will disappear.
ladies and gents. So good. Woo. So she just came out with an EP called Only Noise that's now available on all streaming platforms. Her name is Sky Darling, S-K-Y-E, and Darling. Her real name, just like my last name is Bacon. It's crazy. So Sky Darling, one more time, y'all. Woo! We running low on time, y'all. So Kennedy Center don't play too. It's like, yo, we start at 6, we end at 7, no CPT, which stands for close proximity time. For those who are those who are. All right, so I'm not even gonna do one of my songs yet because I wanna have fun playing with my friends some more, y'all. So I'm gonna drop this here guitar. And hands free now, I can just beatbox with reckless abandon. This is such a treat for me to be able to play with this ensemble. This is 2 out of 3 of the members of a really cool band that does some really cool music from Bulgaria. I would like you to examine your left hand and your right hand. Separate them as wild as you can and bang them together really loud and really fast for the Balkan Soul Band. We have Helen over here and we have Stanley over here. And we're so happy to be able to do some things together. And yeah, this is gonna be cool. Now let me give y'all some information about this piece. This is gonna be completely improvised, okay? So I've asked not to learn a lot about the tune because last time we saw each other, we was at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival and we were able to put something together. So this is just us connecting and paying close attention to each other. Well, Imam over here, because he wants to smoke too, so we about to get busy, okay? So, shall we? rocking so bad, y'all. Getting down. Imam right here on the guitar. Thank y'all so much. Now, I promised I'll be on time. So I'd like to invite all the musicians to come back out again. Please. And we're going to do something together if you don't mind. Okay? So, for our last piece, we're going to do something that is also not planned at all. Okay? This piece is going to be improvised. Okay? Everything on through. And to assure you that this next song is going to be improvised, I need to get random words from you all in the audience that don't rhyme with each other. And I'm going to take these words, write it down, use it in a freestyle, and at some point, catch my breath. Cool. All right, so you raise your hand like school, I'll point to you and take your word. Defenestration. Yeah. All right. Lord, be with me in this time of need. Defenestration, right? So a famous word from Shakespeare. It means to hurl something or to hurl oneself out of a window. Wow. Yeah, right. How did I learn this word? Man, I was randomly doing a show like decades ago in a library in Northeast Washington D.C., right down the street from Union Station, and I was doing this, and a small kid, gave me this word, defenestration. I was like, look, kid, what does this mean? And he said, oh yeah, to hurl something out of a window. I'm like, use it in a sentence for me. Oh, after he drank a can of Coca-Cola, he totally defenestrated the can. I'm like, dang, that is not green. But second word, who has the second word? Golly. We coming out the gate. I think I'm gonna have to take only a few words. Y'all coming strong like this. Y'all giving me the real challenge. Give me the next one. And my little friend over here. What is that? Saudade. Ah. We have a word in Brazilian Portuguese, y'all. What does it mean? It's so hard to translate, but if I was to do Portuguese translation on basic, it would mean like a feeling of longing. Like almost like missing something or someone, but it's much deeper than that, and I can't do that. Y'all gonna have to get a Rosetta Stone. My friend right here, I'm noticing you. What you thinking? Yep. What's that again? Ahimsa. What is ahimsa? It's a what? Oh, nonviolence, boy.
Ahimsa.
Ahimsa. Okay, thank you so much. Which language?
Sanskrit.
Oh, Sanskrit. Dang. Okay. Hold on me. Him. Woo! I might say that all wrong. Woo. The fifth word. What? Karibu. Let's do Karibu. Boom. And the next one. Yes. Ishq? What is ishq?
No.
Really? Man, hey yo, I'm about to already freestyle. Y'all got me doing it in multiple languages. Woo! And it is ishq? Ishq. Well, I know. Is the challenge accepted though? I don't know. This only 6. I think I'm gonna have to stop at 8, you know? Life, I think I can roll with that. All right, look, this is the last word, the 8th word. Let's make this in English a very difficult word that you probably never thought you'd hear in a rhyme in your life. Dang, this is hard. But I got to give it to the little ones, though. In the Quincy Jones seats over here. Karma? What does that mean? Nah, I'm messing with you. I got it. Dang, we got karma. I said in English, and y'all still came through with the. All right, but that is the salad bowl that is the United States of America and our culture and society, where there are so many words that have origins in other languages and traditions, but we just see it as, oh, that's American things, you know? So, amazing stuff. Yeah. I'm going to loop myself using modern technology for the first time in this show and do a little bit of go-go pocket, like this. like that. And we have a little bit of a beat. And now we gotta build the music together. And I gotta rap in under 5 minutes. So let's see. Can you give me something? Can you give me something funky? Give me a nice little chord progression. 2, 5, 4. Oh, give it to me in D though. Yeah, hit me something in the key of D. Alright. Pachi, can we get some bass in the place? Can we get some tabla in the place, please? Now, can we get some horn section action? Some horn section action happening. Help me out. Call and response. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. One time. Everybody say freestyle, freestyle, freestyle. Freestyle, freestyle, freestyle. Freestyle, a freestyle, freestyle. Freestyle, a freestyle, freestyle. Here we go. Right now my mind's waiting in anticipation. Taking all of your words, I'm concentrating. Like this fenestration. Take all of your words, then I knock it out in the place to be. If I miss you, then it's South IG. Take the word that you give with the flow style high. What we doing right here, you gave me a hymn side. I bring it on back when we hold it down without further ado. You said, what you say, you Kareem boo. You gave me the word and I use it, bring it all back and then you make it all music. Freestyle bliss, sometimes hit or miss. If I miss, give me all is. Hey, holding it down, flipping in many ways when I play the beat. Like the djembe, holding on out from the moon to the night. And if I miss this, I'll be polite and don't give me life. And again, he's in the get his sponsor. Over here, bringing you the good karma. Right here, and we holding on down with the freestyle. Your boy Christylez and friends. Hold it down right here, and you be the dopest because you're supercalifragilistic. Freestyle, freestyle, freestyle. Freestyle, freestyle, freestyle. A freestyle, freestyle. Come on, freestyle, a freestyle, freestyle. Can you take a solo for me? Come on, come on. Freestyle, freestyle. Freestyle, freestyle, freestyle. Freestyle, a freestyle, freestyle. Let's end it right here. On the dot. Everybody, thank y'all so much for being such a great audience. Give it up for all of our guests right here, all these great musicians. We got the Vulcan Soul Band over here. We got Brian Falkowski back there. We got Alice Hamburger. We got Sky Darling. We got Avi Shaw. We got Chi Yu. Patricia Lee coming up from Miami. And we got Imam on the guitar. My name is Christylez Bacon. I got stuff over there so you get my information. Thank y'all so much for being such a great audience. Until next time, peace. Thank you, sound. Thank you, lights.